Good morning, guys. This is Danny from Deep South Homestead. Bringing you back into the barn today. We've got to go feed the cows this morning. We've had tons of questions about our cows. They are a miniature breed cow. We feel like that's the best breed for Wanda and I. We don't have a need to consume enough meat that a huge cow would bring if it was butchered. So we went with the miniature Dexter breed. The miniature Dexter breed is a breed that the meat has better marbling in it, has better flavor in it than regular cattle do. They're better foragers. They can forage like a goat. They can eat through the woods and eat leaves off of trees and stuff like that. They've done fantastic on our land about cleaning up fence rows and cleaning up bushes and stuff like that. They consume grass well. They birth pretty easy, so we're sticking with that breed. Now, our female is a Jersey Dexter cross because in the event in the future we wanted to be able to milk, we wanted the Jersey added in with the Dexter to give a higher butterfat content in the milk. Now, we're going to go out in just a minute. I'm going to show them to you, and we're going to feed them and get you to take a good look at them and see a little bit more about the breed. Now, I'm going to go on in here and feed them. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about them. I'm going to show you a little bit about our cow barn that we have. Now, we are in the process of purchasing another Dexter female. We haven't had these tested for the gene or anything like that. We're strictly raising these for a meat consumption and possibly milk, but the gene we have not had tested. I'll be honest with you that if y'all asked about the A1 or A2 gene, we haven't had any of that tested yet. That may be something we do down the road. We'll just have to check and see. But I'm going to show you the cows and our setup and what our plans are for the future here at Deep South Homestead. Now, to start out with here in the mornings, we have what's called a sweet 10 mix. A lot of people feed that to horses and stuff, but we feed it to our cows. Now, we have this is our Dexter bull, our cow. The bull always wants to eat first. Dolly. Now, this is our Dexter bull here. He's about 49 inches high, which is about standard for them. He's going on 18 months old, I believe it is. He's naturally polled. He doesn't have horns on his head. He's a little bit rowdy sometimes, but he's a very nice bull. He's just a good boy. He's just a typical bull. He come out of a fair where he was in the kids' petting zoo, and so he's made a nice bull. And over here, this is Dolly. She's the Dexter Jersey cross, and she has got horns on her. But we usually come out in the morning, and she loves to be brushed. I just like to let her know that she's touched all the time. I usually will let her in here behind me a lot of times to feed her, but this morning I'm just going to let her eat in the trough here. And I'll brush her a little bit so that she's always used to being touched. We used to have show cows, Jersey show cows, whenever I had kids that were young, and they showed them. I just really like this breed. Now, you'll notice in each one of these feed troughs is a mineral block. One's a salt block over there with the with the bull, and over here with Dolly, the Dexter Jersey cross, is just a mineral block sitting right here. We have minerals, and then over here we have a salt block right there. Okay, guys, you can see here, this is where the cows come into the barn at right here, and we have like a staging area right in here. It's about 12 by 12 is all we need for 2 or 3 cows. They come in here, these small breed, they're not all over each other. They can lay down in here if it gets to be too wet outside, and it just gives them a place to get away from the horse flies and all that kind of stuff. And if you go up just a little bit, you'll see right up here, we have a zapper up here that we turn on at night, so that if there's any bugs out here at night, they get zapped, and then we feed the bugs to the chickens during the day. Now, if you come around and you look right here, there's actually a lane right on the other side right here. It goes all the way down, and there's a gate over here. Now, there's a stall here, and there's a stall here. We plan on getting another cow, so when we do, this gate right here is where we will take Dolly in over into that section near the area over there. When she has a calf, we're going to put in a milking stanchion over there so that we can milk her over there out away from the other cows. Now, if you look right down here in front of us, we're standing on a platform here. Now, I haven't got the steps built down here just yet. We have to step down onto this. We have a walkway in behind here. This keeps it safe for us not having to be in with the cows when we feed them. I actually can come right here and I can pour the feed in here with the cows. I'm out of their way, they're out of my way. I'm not in the danger of getting mashed in between something. I can come down and do the same thing here, and I'm out away from everything. I don't have to worry about the cows being with me, and I have a gate here. I can push a latch, I can open this gate. And when you come through this gate right here, it swings back completely out of the way. You can come in here, you can see this is a really big stall. This stall is about 7 feet wide, and it's about 14 feet long. We've done this because we want to be able to bring our cow in here. We want to put a milking stanchion right in the center right here and have room to come around on the side right here and be able to get to her to milk, and also have an area over here that if we need to, we can let a calf come around on this side and come in, and the cow can see her calf in front of her so that she's comfortable while we're feeding her and milking her at the same time. And we can close this gate behind us so that the calf don't go back in where we just came from there. So it's kind of a little setup here that we've come up with. I've raised cows my whole adult life, and I've tried to figure out what's easiest for raising them and handling them and being safe. Because Dolly, even though she has horns on her head and she's just as gentle as she can be, a cow doesn't mean to do any harm a lot of times. They can just run their head to the side like that or something. A fly can get on them or something can touch them wrong and they'll jerk their head to the side. Well, if you happen to be in the way, and a friend of mine, when he was a kid, had it happen. A cow turned her head and her horn punched a hole in him, right up under his rib cage. And it was pretty devastating for him as being a kid. So we try to take into thought every thing that could possibly happen, and then still the unseen can still happen. But I've been around cows my whole life, and I know that even though they're gentle giants. You get in between that stall, in between them and there, and they might just move to the side or something. And one of my buddies out here at one of the dairy farms literally got his chest crushed because one of the dairy cows didn't mean anything. She just moved to the side, and when she did, she caught him between the railing and her and broke his ribs all up. So, I mean, you know, they don't mean to do a lot of harm, but because of their size, they can. And then this is another reason why we went with the miniature breed. Now, Dolly's through eating, and she's doing the normal thing. She's going to turn around and eat it. She always does it. Right where they eat it. That's just a cow for you. Dolly's been in with Dexter now for almost a year. She came into heat several months ago, and she actually got out of the pen when she jumped out and tried to go to the neighbor's cows. But we got her back in, and I feel like that Dexter bred her because I could see her around her back end back here was all wet. And, you could see the semen area on her and everything after Dexter had been in there with her. So I feel like he probably got to her. She hasn't come back in heat again. And if she is bred, we're looking for a calf sometime late November to late December. We don't actually know exactly when it was that she got bred in the month, whether it was the early part of the month. The the month before or the month after. We're not sure which one she got bred because we noticed she was coming into heat 2 different times. And we're hoping that she calves in the late fall or early winter. That will keep the flies off the calf. The calf will go through the better part of the year without being heat stressed and all that kind of stuff. So Dexter's finished now. They get through, they'll go out to get some water. Of course, Dolly will always come in and check behind him and see if he left anything. And she'll look up at you because she's just nothing but a big old baby. I've got to go actually open the gate now and let them into the pasture where they can start eating some green grass. Oh boy. Let's go. Woo. Okay guys, we got them opened up into the other pasture now. The neighbors has cows, and our bull, he just loves to holler for the other cows. And Dolly, she's a good-looking heifer. She's a first-time heifer. She's never had a calf. We're hoping that she doesn't have any kind of problems or anything when she does calve. She's nice and slick-looking. She's a good-looking heifer right now. So guys, this is a little bit about the Dexter breed and Jersey Dexter cross. So I hope y'all have got a little bit of information for those of you who've been asking us a lot of questions about our cows. Just, if you got any more questions, put them in the comments down below. Thank you guys from Deep South Homestead.